Sorry I'm taking so long, but spoken about independence, blah blah blah. I don't know, but this weekend, having had a family event, I wanted to speak about self-preservation, particularly if you're a parent of a child with a disability, be it cerebral palsy, spina bifida, severe form of epilepsy, which could prohibit and limit the use of alcohol, cigarettes, and cannabis. And you can understand that. Um, but I wanted to say, wherever possible, I wanted to not warn parents, not wag the finger. I wanted to speak to parents of teens, even older adults that still live with you, that every person is born with a self preservation. But in terms of disability, um, sometimes the parent doesn't believe that self preservation can, be possible. And I want to say here today on this video that it is possible. And you need to start having faith in your adult child with a disability that they will know where their limit is. But it's going to start with you saying, start out with the example of sex, especially with multiple partners, because it sometimes happens in disability where relationships don't last very long. Um, and being sex is a very important thing to anybody, whether it's just done by touch, whether it is positioning one partner and all of those things. It's very important. But you, as a parent, I know we all want to say no sex until marriage, but yeah, you have to be sexually compatible before you decide you want to marry the person. Because what if they or you are severely disabled and now you are left unsatisfied in one aspect and a very important aspect of marriage? Then you are going to end up getting a divorce. So maybe you, as a parent, want to say, if you're gonna have sex, please use a condom and make sure, especially if it's one of us guys with impaired hand function, make sure the girl is comfortable putting the condom on for you and dealing with the condom and the urine bottle. You know, it sounds kind of perverse, but that is the crux of the matter for the one thing. When your adult child goes out and has a couple of drinks with so and so, and it's a big family gathering, everybody's going on in separate cars. He can go in a separate car too, even if he's not physically driving. And yes, maybe Uncle Horace was a little bit too jolly when we gave him the keys to the car, but we got home. Even if Uncle Horace was um, counting the gears as he was shifting with his hand on the gear lever, but we got home. Um, him sitting in the front passenger will just end up saying, the light's about to change. Steady as you go, Uncle Horace. But we got home. Um, and allow him to have weekends away, exposed to cannabis, exposed to the alcohol. You'll know his limits. You'll know. As long as he doesn't mix his drinks or his weed, um, he's not going to vomit over everything. The rule is don't mix your drinks and you won't vomit. Even if you pee in your pants because you don't make it to the toilet, it's a lot easier than dealing with vomit. Self preservation will kick in, I can assure you. This is important because when we look at the role of care attendant, we often see them in the bathroom with a toothbrush and a washcloth and in the kitchen frying the eggs in the morning. And for a large part of us, for many of us, myself included, that is true. But then as you grow older, you realize, but you do need a car, even if you can't drive it. And you do need somebody with you, even if you are pushing your own wheelchair, even if it is slow. Um, then you have to say, but I don't need somebody to wipe my bum. I don't need somebody to feed me always, then you need to say, okay, what do I need this person for? I need this person to carry my cup, carry my companion's coffee cup, make the coffee when I'm having a visitor, get me in and out of the car, get me there. Person needs to be able to work with the GPS. Those kind of things. I need somebody to put my tie on for me. I need somebody to tie my buttons. Those kind of things, and particularly, preferably, in a male's case, an older, mature man that is married, that is used to driving a car fast enough, that is used to driving a car in wet weather, is not afraid of the cold weather. Those are the type of things you need to talk about. Those are the type of things. Okay, what do you need? If Johnny's your attendant, what must Johnny do? We know Johnny doesn't have to shower with you always. We know Johnny doesn't have to clean your bum. Maybe Johnny can help you with a shave. And then you think, but then you realize you only need Johnny once or twice a week, because if public transport is accessible, you can get to work. Um, or you can make a deal with a student. There are firms like Grab a Student and so on and so on. Okay, you can drive me to work, and